Next topic, we got a Game of Thrones update. This is going to be a spoiler alert for anyone that still has not seen Game of Thrones, but I'm going to need y'all to, just brace yourselves. So we have Kit Harrington, who played Jon Snow. He still don't know nothing. But anyone that has watched Game of Thrones is well aware and probably still feeling the remnants of the final season. I'll still say to this day that Game of Thrones is probably one of, if not the best TV show in history. That show, if you watched it, had everybody in a chokehold every week for seasons, not just one season, maybe two. No, seasons. The rewatchability is amazing. The writing structure in Game of Thrones is fantastic. I was talking to a friend of mine who is a writer, and he was telling me how he did not watch Game of Thrones. And I was just like, bro, like Game of Thrones broke the structure. Like, you know how like you'll watch a TV show and they'll have a couple episodes and you already know the final episode of the season is the big finale. No, Game of Thrones don't care about none of that. Game of Thrones might hit you with a season finale in episode 6 out of 10. Game of Thrones might take your favorite character and kill him off. Like they broke all the rules. Nobody understood what was going to happen unless you read the books, I guess. I didn't read the books because I wanted the show to take me on that journey, but and if I'm not mistaken, I think they changed some things from the books too to kind of mix things up. But there were some traumatic moments. It was some amazing moments, great storytelling, great character development. But man, sticking that last landing was difficult. And a lot of people, I think, put a lot of blame on the showrunners because they wanted to hurry up and go make a show about the Confederacy and how the South won and whatever. And of course, you also had the fact that George R.R. Martin didn't finish his book, I guess. And so they just had to go off a note. So the final season did not end as strongly as the 7 seasons were amazing, right? So, with that said, Kit Harrington came in and apparently he had an excuse. Apparently, he had a reason why it just didn't work out. So let's hear what he had to say. Why the last season was so disappointing. Why didn't it work, man? He had this to say. I think if there was any fault with the end of Thrones, it was that we were all so freaking tired. We couldn't have gone on longer. And so I understand some people thought that it was rushed, and I might agree with them, but I'm not sure there was any alternative. I look at pictures of me in the final season and I looked exhausted. I looked spent. I didn't have another season in me. He goes on to say, everyone is entitled to their opinion as far as the finale. I think there were mistakes made story-wise toward the end, maybe. I think there was some interesting choices that didn't quite work. And as I said before, Jon Snow, you still know nothing. Let me tell you something. Sir, you had one job. One job. I don't want to hear that. I'm tired. I'm tired of being on the most successful show of all time. I'm tired of being on a show that's going to pay for my retirement when I get older. I'm tired of being famous. I'm tired of just getting some good paychecks. I'm tired. Shut up. Shut up. Nobody was checking for nothing else y'all was doing, and you would not be doing what you're doing now if it was not for Game of Thrones. And you sitting there talking about you tired? Take a nap. Go take a nap. I'm sorry. Like, what kind of excuse is that? I'm tired. You act like they made you shoot all 8 seasons in like 5 days. What are you talking about? Y'all had breaks. You had time. You had enough time to go make that whack movie Pompeii that nobody went to see. Who told you to go do that? You should have stayed there and done your work. I'm tired. Go get some Starbucks. I don't care. I'm sorry. That some comments you can keep to yourself. Keep them close to the chest. Just be like, you know what? Things didn't work out. Wish we could have. Maybe next time. Sorry, guys. You know, I would have taken that. If he would have came out and said, you know what? Things didn't work out too well. I'm sorry it disappointed people. Cool. Thank you. At least it shows me that you appreciated my time. But to sit here and tell me that you was tired, bro, do you understand how many times people go out and do jobs that they don't like, but they have to do it because they need to? And you have this privileged opportunity to be on one of the do you know how hard it is to be on one of the most popular TV shows? Do you know how many times actors don't even get jobs? They sleep on couches, they bunk with friends, they get 4 or 5 other jobs just to try to get a job. And you got to the mountaintop and you tired? You couldn't find a Red Bull, a 5-hour energy, something? Nah, bro. Bro, you lost me with that. You lost me with that. You could have kept that one to yourself. I didn't have to hear nothing else. You could have kept that to yourself. Anyway, guys, what do you think about Jon Snow's being tired excuse as to why this whole Game of Thrones season finale just did not work out very well? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because dude is getting on my nerves. You know. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.